What's up, PennLive, Penn State fans? It's Max Ralph and Johnny McGonigal. You can see it. We're here at the Big Ten Championship, Lucas Oil Stadium. I've been raving about this place. Johnny's probably tired of hearing from me, but it's a pretty sweet stadium. Been here for a few times, but Johnny, it's a big day, man. How we feeling?
Hey, first time back for just a few Nittany Lions since Big Ten Media Days this summer.
Yeah.
First time for the program, though, back in the Big Ten Championship since 2016 when James Franklin and Penn State beat Wisconsin. Yeah. Can they beat Oregon tonight, Max? That's the big question. Penn State is a 3-4 point favorite, underdog, depending on where you look, against the last undefeated team in college football, led by Dylan Gabriel and a whole lot of other talented guys that we've outlined all week, but just a few keys. What's your top key for the game? Yeah,
I mean, Oregon's a damn good team, but I keep going back to the trenches for this one because those pass rushers on both sides, Abdul Carter, Dennis Sutton, then Mateo Uyunglele, and Jordan Birch, they are so good on both sides. But I think Oregon has an advantage in the offensive line department, especially considering Anthony Donko is out long-term right now. I think Nolan Rucci is one of the most improved players this season for Penn State. Genuinely, I think he's gotten a lot better. But I'm not sure if he's going to be able to handle what Oregon is bringing today. And then not to mention, in the biggest games of the year so far for Penn State, USC and Ohio State, they've struggled to stop the run. And Jordan James is really freaking good.
I agree with you in the trenches. One other thing to note there, Oregon's offensive line, we've talked about it again this week, a finalist for the Joe Moore Award this year, which is given to the best offensive line in football. Abdul Carter, Dennis Sutton, Zane Durant, those guys are going to face their toughest test of the season so far. I'm looking at the difference in talent, the talent gap at wide receiver and skill position overall, because I classify Tyler Warren as a wide receiver level player in terms of impact on a game. Obviously what he does from a versatility standpoint at all the different positions and getting wide open for Drew Aller to throw to. But man, Tez Johnson, Evan Stewart, Trayshawn Holden, these guys can burn. And on this turf here, they might be running a little bit faster than they would otherwise.
A little bouncy.
So it's going to be a test for Penn State secondary and for the guys there. You talk about A.J. Harris, Jalen Kimber, guys who played in the SEC and now come and play at Lucas Oil Stadium trying to help Penn State win a Big Ten title.
Yeah, and I don't want to discredit Penn State too much because this is a really good defense. I think the secondary can keep up. I think Oregon's going to get the better of them in the end, but I do think the secondary can keep up. I'm a little worried about Penn State throwing the ball and keeping up offensively. But Oregon's just so good throughout. Ton of transfers on this team. It's just it's really good. Bob Flounders, our colleague at PennLive, brought up a stat. He's been on the Tyler Warren 1,000-yard watch for weeks now.
Yeah, he has.
And he's only 22 yards away. And I said, if he doesn't get it in the first quarter, Penn State is going to get crushed today. I think he will. I think this is going to end up being probably a 2-score game heading into the fourth, and then Penn State scores to make it look a little better but doesn't get the ball back is kind of my hot take today.
Okay.
My score was 27-20.
My score was 31-27, Oregon. I think all of us have Oregon winning this game. And, it is one of those where, I picked Penn State to beat Ohio State this year. And after that, it's they got to show me that they can do it, and they being James Franklin, his entire program. But I do think they have the talent to win this game. Yeah. It's just going to be a matter of winning those little moments when the big spots come up and matter. And in those big moments, in the late third quarter, fourth quarter, when you can win or lose a game, I'm going to take Oregon's wide receivers over what Penn State has at that position. I think that's a differentiator when you really need one play to go out and win it. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. Maybe Harrison Wallace, after not playing against Maryland in the regular season finale, comes out here and has a great performance. Yeah. Maybe Amari Evans takes the top off the defense, which he has shown that he's able to do.
Right.
Maybe they'll prove me and all of us wrong.
It might. Hey, somebody's got to have the Saeed Blacknall performance,
that's
right?
True.
Was it Julian Fleming today? Who knows? But no, I'm with you, Johnny. And I will say, if Penn State can force 2 turnovers off of Dylan Gabriel, I think they can win this game. And I think it's doable. Dylan Gabriel is susceptible to turnovers. He's really good.
Especially in the red zone.
Yeah.
4 of his 6 picks this year have come in the red zone, and Penn State's red zone defense is one of the best in the country. Yeah,
I'm with you. I like Oregon, but I think Penn State can win this game. It's just about not letting it get off the rails too soon. But that's our picks. That's it for our pregame update here, prediction for you. Lucas Oil Stadium. Stay tuned with us.